a disturbing twist in a double murder and sex torture slaying case. That case reversed after a jury convicts. And now, on the eve of trial, a retrial at the taxpayers' expense, you're seeing the young University of Tennessee college co-ed that was carjacked along with her date that night. To Gary Christian, a special guest joining me tonight. He is the father of Shannon Christian. Mr. Christian, I'm a crime victim myself. And if I had thought the murderer of my fiance got a spa day before he came to court, I don't think I could have taken it, on top of everything else. What was your reaction when you heard about this, Mr. Christian?
Well, Nancy, naturally, I think it's ridiculous. You know, the other defendants in these cases, they've been in prison just like she has, and when they come in the courtroom, whether I agree with their hairdos or not, it's not really that important to me, but, you know, they didn't come in with their head looking like somebody caught it on fire. She chose to do that. That's her personality. That's who she is. And what they're doing now is going too far, just like, in my opinion, most of the justice system. They go 10 miles for the defendant's rights, but the victim has no rights.
Do you remember the moment, I do, that you learned she was dead?
Absolutely.
What happened?
Well, when we determined that she was missing, we were talking to the police department, and basically we were told that if we wanted anybody looking for her, that we needed to go look for her ourselves because she hadn't been gone long enough. So we did exactly that. We got a hold of the phone company and got the tower that the phone had pinged off of last, and a friend of mine met me down in that area and showed me where that tower was, and my son and I, in two separate vehicles, started looking for the vehicle. Then some other friends of Shannon's and Chris's showed up and started helping us look. Well, we found the Forerunner, and then we went to the FBI. We went trying to get some help, trying to find our daughter, and nobody could help us. So we just ended up going down to that area again and started searching through high grass, and we knew that they had found Chris's body or a body on the railroad track, and we assumed that would be Chris. And then a lot of friends started showing up, and the next thing you know, I had a small army down there looking for her. We were looking through abandoned buildings and everything else, and then the sheriff's department got involved, and they sent a search and rescue team with the police department, and once they figured out it was the body on the tracks was Chris, they assumed then that Shannon was missing, and they were starting to look for her. It was like waking up to a nightmare, and whether you're asleep or awake, it doesn't matter. You're still in that nightmare every day, and we're going on 7 years now trying to get justice for our kids, and the justice system is just so messed up that, I mean, I've told people before, I don't think it can be fixed. I think you'd have to gut it and start over.
Mr. Christian, I'm looking at photos of her along with the boyfriend, Christopher Newsom. They had been out on a regular date night. They'd only been dating a couple of months, and news accounts say that he was just leaning into the car to kiss her goodnight when these defendants carjacked them. What can you tell me about Shannon? What was she studying? What was she like in life?
Shannon, she loved kids, and she whatever she would have done, and how far she would have gone in school after she graduated her 4 years. I'm not sure, but she would have done something to work with children, and she was a good student. She made great grades. She held down 3 jobs at one time. She had never been late to one of them. She had done drug screens for one of her jobs 3 times, I think, in the last 12 months of her life. She was a good, clean kid. She loved her family, and boy, did she love her friends. She cared more about people than you can possibly imagine. I've seen her sit up all night talking to her best friend that's dad had passed away, and just consoling her. And but she'd do the same thing